Grüezi miteinander. Here is the Swiss investor with February March 2021 portfolio update of our building up 100k portfolio. And this month a lot happened. So you're going to see the portfolio now has many positions, and many of them were built up in February or during February, March. This is the update for beginning of March, and you can see there Ambev I bought, Bakkafrost, Timeline, Alice were already from last month, but then we have some more interesting stuff like Svenska Cellulosa, SET, Hexagon, Hyatt, Johnson & Johnson, and ASML Holding. Well, where do I start? Basically, we continue with the diversification. Those are very interesting companies. Some of them are in US and US dollars, so we'll build up that negative positions in dollars and euros, as mentioned before. And also the Nestle position, we build up a little bit from 70 to 90. Stocks in US are very cheap to buy in what trading costs relates to trade costs by the Giro. So the trading costs are 0.5 50 cents and or 60 cents compared to 6 francs or 5 euros in the German stock exchange. Those I decided for Hyatt because it is well, before I go into explaining the each position, maybe I will show you the orders, how they were bought. Maybe it's more interesting to show you like that in the transactions. So you can see from there Ambev and Daimler. Daimler I bought a little bit more, so 10 pieces instead of only 20 as I had mentioned. And then you have the next transaction overview. I'll put here from January to now, and then we can discuss every single position, how it's built up. I think it's the better way. So you remember from the last video, Alice, Bakkafrost were bought to the quantities I want to stay on. December was Daimler 20, still 20. Like I showed before, there is a pending order of 10. I hope it will be executed somewhere in March. I'd like to build up a little bit because since December the stock has boomed. They disclosed that they are going to electrify everything. They released the new S-Class, and everything is going very well for them. And the stock boomed, but mainly because they now confirmed that they are going to split the truck division from the car division. And of course, having stocks on the Daimler, you get both stocks. You get the Mercedes stocks with which is the automotive personal automotive, and then you get the Daimler, which are going to be the truck division. So you get both. It's like a internal IPO of the truck division, so a spin-off. And if you have the stocks, you're going to get both. Looks very promising. So I'm building up some more position, as I had mentioned, and there is this order of 10. And you see Alice and Bakkafrost, as mentioned in January, bought the position I'm going to stay. Bakkafrost was paid in Swiss francs, as I mentioned before, and then I did the Hexagon. Hexagon, it's a company that makes gas canisters for cars and for transporting gas like pipelines, but on trucks, for example. And they have also done a spin-off end of the year with the hydrogen division. They also work with Daimler on a hydrogen moved car with hexagon systems, and it's a very promising company, but it's very speculative. So it's a very speculative position. It was bought like hell in December when they did this spin-off of the hydrogen unit, and I decided to get into the deal and bought a position in Hexagon for 699 NOx. Cost me 500 francs. It's not much, it's just to be part of the game. Transaction cost is very high, 450 for 500 bucks in stocks, and this time I paid in Norwegian krone and NOx. So build up a negative NOK position. You can see in the other overview. Then on the 25th January, the Ambev purchase of 20, this was already in the last video, it was already placed, this order was pending, and then it was executed in the end of January at 53.70. It was only one order of 20, although there it shows separate because I executed separate for first 14 then 6. 53.70, it's an okay price. And then you have Hyatt. Hyatt, like I was saying before, it's a hotel I'm a very big fan of. They are suffering now during Corona crisis. Hotels are closed. They don't own the hotels themselves, just a little bit. I think 1/3 of the hotels, and the rest is franchised. But it's a very interesting hotel chain. I could have bought Marriott, Intercontinental, or something like big like that, but I'm not fan of those ones. I like Hyatt. They are top. They are best quality. They are what Switzerland loves. They are just perfect. Their hotels are perfect, and they take care of it. So it's very high quality hotels. I think they are going to recover, and it's going to be a great purchase. Also, I'm allocating the quantities. I think it's going to be for now and not going to invest much. But in any case, transaction costs in US, I was mentioned, are very low, and then I can add to that position if things developed on the good side. Then Vanguard, 27 January. Yes, it's a February-March update, so you have the transaction since the last video. Last video was 18th, 19th of January, and since then I also bought some more position on Vanguard. Not much. I thought it was very expensive and very high, so just 896 euros just to use the free amount of this month. Then Johnson & Johnson, which are great pharmaceuticals. They are developing a vaccine for corona, which is one shot, and it is going very well. So in any case, independent of corona and vaccines, I think Johnson & Johnson is a great company. It was already on my radar for a very long time. It's like Nestle. It's a great thing, and I think it's a way to go with Johnson & Johnson. They have great products, and it's a great family business, nicely run, pay dividend, just like Nestle, similar, very well sold company. Then some more Nestle, finally executed my 98.20 or 98.50 that was before. It was a bit unrealistic, but then I just adapted it and bought it by 130 rappen. So now the 20 units stocks that I was wanting to buy already since beginning of the year. So 1,400 Swiss francs, not big, or 2,000 Swiss francs, sorry, not a big deal. 2,000 Swiss francs, that's it. Building up on this base that is Nestle that I said would buy. Then what happens? Middle of February, Hexagon, very speculative, thing tumbles. Like Hexagon just went down the drain, and then I decided to buy a little bit more to improve my position with 51. It was also, or 50, it was also an order like that. So at 60 NOx, 50 pieces. Let's see, it improved a little bit my position. I increased a little bit more my bet than what I had before. It was 500 and now it's well 260 plus 60, then 300, it's about 800 um, Swiss francs. Then as you can see on the 4th of March I did it again because it sunk again, and then I just bought 60 stocks for 51. And so it was first 69 and then 60 and then 51, and then my average purchase price now stays at the 60 NOK and 50 cents, maybe 6 cents. Yeah. Anyway, it is a bit too much, 1,200 Swiss francs for this hexagon, which I thought would be just a little bit of speculation. I'd rather stay out of this falling knife purchasing again. Then so hexagon, then ST is a great company, so no worries about that. ST and Svenska Cellulosa. In fact, ST was also spin-off from Svenska Cellulosa. They have a lot of woodland in Sweden, and they make paper products and derivatives, not cardboards. I thought about UPM in Finland, which makes also paper, and Metsä board, which makes also cardboard. But no, Svenska Cellulosa is interesting. It's a cooperative, it's well run, and I watched also their shareholders meeting in January, explaining their strategy and how they want also to use eolic energy and provide electricity to the grid and etc. Diversify their portfolio, and looks great. And ST was a spin-off from them that have consumer staple products based on paper. And also during the pandemic they start making masks, and they also make Tempo that everybody here in Europe uses during winter time to blow the noses, and other products like that. It's a very good company, so both are very nice, and they are based in Sweden. So I also did a negative position with the margin account on SEK, Swedish crowns, and also rates are very good, 1.25 like the rest in euros, so it goes great. It's a good diversification on currency and geography, and great sector, paper and consumer staples. Then we have what else? Yes, sure. ISML Holding, which is a very interesting company. They make the machines for making microprocessors or printing the nano transistors, and this is used by Apple and many other producers of microchips. At the beginning of this year, there were a lot of bottleneck on delivery of microprocessor and microchips from Taiwan and Asia in general, and this impact also the automotive industry. But ASML makes the machines for them, and it's a great company, but it's very ups and downs, very speculative. So I bought one stock just to be on the game, because this thing was going up all the time. So let's see. Then Vanguard again for March, beginning of March at 90.20, also not much, just 20, makes about 2,000 euros more or less, and some more hexagon like I commented before. So you can see now the total is 28,451 and 54 rappen in the Konto, with a small position in Swiss francs. I managed to get rid of the negative position that was because of the purchase in NOK that were converted to Swiss francs, and I went there in the margin account. But now it's okay, so no loans in Swiss francs. And you can see also the executed orders of today. Hexagon composite 60 for 51 NOK. I hope now I have a good base, and this thing stop going down and go back to 70 where they were before. and the Vanguard for this month, just to make the base like the strategy goes, Vanguard, Nestle, and then all the other flavors with a little bit of ASML and Hexagon's crazy stuff. But the real interesting thing is Svenska Cellulosa, ST, Johnson & Johnson, Hayat, Ambev. Those are very good big companies, stable, and with some dividends. So, and then this is going to be great. Hayat is not paying, Ambev is also not paying, they cut it, reduced in fact, but I believe they're going to go back once Corona is over. And now I have a huge negative position, but I will let that for the next video. So for now, that's it for February, March, and I hope to see you again soon. If you have any questions, leave some comments. If you like this update, then give it a like. Thank you. See you.